Hi everyone, welcome to a new live stream. How's it going? Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a un nuevo en vivo. Espero que estén muy bien. Today we are going to talk about vegetables and we will learn 40 different vegetables in Spanish. The name of 40 different vegetables in Spanish. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I live stream. And I want to give a big shout out to our members, to our Cafecito members, Christopher, Michael, Raymond, Sather, William Lopez, David Beaver, KS, MR or Mr. Han L, and Free Spirit. Thank you guys for the support. It's greatly appreciated. The coffee is delicious. Mwah! Delicious. If you want to buy me some coffee and become a Cafecito member, you can check out the memberships on this channel. You get some perks when getting the Cafecito membership. So you only need to click on the join button down below and then you can read more about this membership. Okay, let's get started. Thank you again, Cafecito members. Okay, remember that we are live streaming, so you can use the live chat. You can say hola. You can interact with me. You can ask questions about Spanish, about what we're going to learn today. And you have to be a subscriber if you want to use the live chat. So if you want to use it, just click on the subscribe button and then you will be able to use the live chat. Excellent. So 40 different vegetables. I don't know about you, but I love vegetables. I eat mostly vegetables. But I think it's a very good topic to talk about because food is very important for everybody. So it's good to know all the Spanish vocabulary. Of course, if you're learning Spanish, you need to know all that vocabulary. And today we're going to talk about the most common vegetables. And we're going to learn different names as well. Some of them have different names depending on the Spanish-speaking country, of course. And we will go over that. It's going to be fun. And just like we did last time, we're going to have images and then a list of I'm going to list, you're going to see all the vocabulary on the left, all the images on the right, and then we will just move things around and learn all the vocabulary. Excellent. Okay, I see Joshua Spina. Hola. Hola, Joshua. Bienvenido. Okay, so how do you say vegetables in Spanish? You can say it like this. Las verduras. Las verduras. Also, they're called los vegetales. Okay, los vegetales, las verduras, both mean the same thing and they mean vegetables. Okay, so it depends on what you want to say or which one you want to use. It's good to know two different terms just in case you hear this from a Spanish speaker, you know what they're referring to. So that's very important. Okay, so las verduras, los vegetales. That's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we have 4 different sets of vegetables and we will learn a bunch of them. As I said before, we're learning 40. So quite a few. So we can see the vegetables here. We have potatoes, cauliflower, garlic, sweet potato, cucumber, pumpkin, and all of that. So How do we say this in Spanish? What are the names of these vegetables in Spanish? So let's get started. Let's talk about this one right here. The first one. This one, my arrows are always awful, so I apologize for that. This one is called la papa. La papa. Okay? And this is a common vegetable, la papa. You need to pay attention to one thing though. You need to pay attention to an accent mark because this one doesn't have any accent mark, la papa. So that's how you pronounce it. If you add an accent mark on the last A, the letter A, the last one, papa, that changes, okay? And that means, oops, that's capital. That means father or dad, okay? So just pay attention to that. If you're referring to the vegetable, potato, then you don't need an accent mark. La papa. La papa. Okay? Of course, if you want to make this plural, just add an S, las papas, to the article and the noun, las papas. Okay? But we have one potato, so la papa. The next vegetable is this one right here. This one right here, I love it. I really love it. I love garlic. And you say this in Spanish, el ajo. El ajo. El ajo. This means garlic. So el ajo. If you want to say los ajos or more than one garlic clove, you can say los ajos, okay? If you want to specifically talk about one clove of garlic, then you can say un diente de ajo. Un diente de ajo. Or el diente de ajo. And it's very funny because diente means tooth. So you're pretty much saying a garlic tooth, which is very funny, but we're referring to a clove of garlic, okay? So just the piece of garlic. The whole thing is called el ajo, okay? So one clove is el diente de ajo, and then just the whole bunch is el ajo. Okay, el ajo, garlic. So yeah, that is quite interesting. Very, very interesting. The next one, guys, the next vegetable is this one right here, cauliflower. Okay, so this one in Spanish is la coliflor. La coliflor. And remember, this is a feminine noun, so it's not el coliflor. It's la coliflor. Okay? Feminine. It's feminine. So, yeah, pretty much this one is a translation of the English one. Cauliflower. Cauliflor. Flor means flower. And coli, I guess it has to do with the vegetable. So yeah, it's just a direct translation. La coliflor. Okay? Hello, KS. Welcome. Mi madre cocina boniato. Boniato, I believe that's sweet potato. That's one way to say sweet potato in Spanish. So welcome, KS. Thank you for sharing. The next vegetable, guys, is, well, this one. Sweet potato. One of my favorite vegetables. It's delicious. This one in Spanish is el camote. That's one way to call this, el camote. Also, la batata. Okay? El camote, la batata. So it has two different names. Once again, it depends on the Latin American country or in Spain. So they can call it either. Also, boniato. Boniato. I believe that is also sweet potato. Just like KS said. El camote, la batata. So those two are quite, they're common terms. The next one, guys, is this one right here. Bell peppers. This one in Spanish is el pimiento. El pimiento. Or el chile morrón. I know this vegetable as el chile morrón, but some people call bell peppers or a bell pepper el pimiento. Okay? You can add the color after the name. So you can say el pimiento rojo, el pimiento verde, el pimiento amarillo. It depends on the color, of course. And then also you can say el chile morrón rojo, el chile morrón verde. So you only need to add the color if you want. If you want to be more specific, you don't have to. If you want to refer to a bell pepper, you can just call it el pimiento or el chile morrón. Okay? Quite interesting. The next one, guys. The next one is this. Ginger. Ginger. Huh. This in Spanish is el jengibre. El jengibre. El jengibre. Ginger. So this one is pretty easy. Very, very easy. The next one is cucumber. Cucumber in Spanish is el pepino. El pepino. El pepino. Cucumber. And it has, as far as I know, it has only one name. El pepino. If you're talking about the little ones, the little cucumbers that are used for pickles, then you can call that pepinillo. El pepinillo. El pepinillo. And that means, that actually means pickle. A pickle, you know, like it could be a slice or the whole thing. El pepinillo. Well, if you want to be more specific about a slice, pickle slice, then you need to say la rebanada de pepinillo, which is even longer. So let me just add it here if you want. La rebanada de pepinillo. If you're talking about a slice of pickles, you know, just one slice, the usual slice or slices that you put in hamburgers. And el pepinillo is just the whole pickle. El pepino is just cucumber. So that's quite interesting. The next one, guys, is pumpkin. I think we should do pumpkin. Right here, the pumpkin. Pumpkin is la calabaza. La calabaza. La calabaza. This means pumpkin. Okay? Kaya says, por la mañana hiervo té de jengibre. That sounds delicious. Thank you for sharing, KS. The next one, guys. Well, once again, the pronunciation, la calabaza, pumpkin. The next one is this one right here, spinach. There's spinach. And this is las espinacas. Las espinacas. Okay? So you're referring to the bunch, the bundle, spinach bundle. Las espinacas. That one is quite easy as well. The next one is this one right here, eggplant. Eggplant is la berenjena. La berenjena. La berenjena. So, yeah, eggplant. It's quite funny in English, eggplant. It sounds like it's a plant that has eggs or gives eggs. Eggplant. I don't know why it's called eggplant, but in Spanish, it's not like a direct translation. It's just la berenjena. It really doesn't mean anything, only the vegetable. La berenjena. Okay? The next one, guys. The next one is this one right here. They look like potatoes, but they're actually mushrooms, okay? Mushrooms. Mushrooms is el champiñón. That's one mushroom. El champiñón. Champiñón. So it's a very funny word to say in Spanish. Champiñón. It has the letter ñ, so you have to pay attention to the pronunciation. Champiñón. It sounds quite French as well. It sounds like French, but it's not. It's Spanish. El champiñón. Also, la seta comestible. La seta comestible, el champiñón, both mean the same thing. La seta comestible is a more common term if you're referring to any mushroom, any edible mushroom. You know, there's like white mushrooms. I think, I don't know, there's like so many different mushrooms. And all the edible mushrooms are, you can refer to them as la seta comestible or las setas comestibles. That's plural. If you're referring to the brown mushrooms, they're called el champiñón, los champiñones. Los champiñones. And if you make this term plural, you don't need the accent mark. Okay? Los champiñones. And this plural is las setas comestibles. Las setas comestibles. So that's a long term. It's a phrase almost. But yeah, las setas comestibles, los champiñones. I say los champiñones and also las setas comestibles. When I see different colors, like different color, if I want to refer to white mushrooms or any other kind of mushroom, I just call them setas, las setas comestibles. You know, it's a more general term. Okay, so lastly, we have this one right here. This one is el puerro. Sounds like you're saying perro, dog, but it's not. You're saying el puerro, puerro, puerro. And this means leek. I believe that, I believe that's the term. I'm showing you everything that I have on my computer right now. But yeah, el puerro means leek. Leeks, leek. I believe it's, leek. Yeah, I don't eat that vegetable too much, but I'm curious about it. I've seen some good recipes like leek soup. It looks delicious. Yeah. But anyways, el puerro means leek. Now, the next one, guys. The next one is, well, let's just look at the other group of vegetables. I just need to remove all of this. Let me remove all of this. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the other group of vegetables. We have 4 different groups. They're just random vegetables, but they're common. They're common vegetables. Jason Jr. for mushrooms, was there hongo as well? Hongo, yes. Great question, Jason. Hongo can mean mushroom as well, but hongos can refer to any kind of mushroom. So edible or not edible. Mostly not edible ones, because there's like even poisonous mushrooms. So if you refer to any mushroom, hongos. But if you're referring to edible mushrooms, then they have a different term. Setas comestibles. Comestibles actually means edible mushrooms, like edible, comestible, edible, setas, mushrooms. Okay, so that's why there's a important difference right there. Because if you just say hongo, that sounds like just any mushroom that you can find in the forest, or even like dirt that you can find in places like mold, like black mold and stuff like that. So yeah, hongo, I would not use hongo to refer to something that you can eat, mushrooms that you can eat. I would just refer to them as los champiñones or las setas comestibles. So yeah, that's a great question, Jason. Thank you for asking that. Okay, so this group, we have onion, jalapeno. You know that one. We have also radish, carrot, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, peas, tomato, and beets. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Okay. My phone is going crazy. Okay, so the first one, guys, here. Let's do this one right here. The onion, right? Any onion. Onion is la cebolla. La cebolla. La cebolla. This one is quite easy. It's very common, so it's a good one to learn. We have this little fella here. I love jalapenos. But let me tell you, I just put this here because I want to talk about just any hot pepper, not just jalapeno. If you are referring to any hot pepper, you can call them el chile. That's one. El chile. So that means hot pepper. Okay. You can also call it el pimiento picante. El pimiento. Do you remember we learned that bell pepper in Spanish is pimiento? Okay. So if you want to say like hot pepper, you can say el pimiento picante. Picante means hot, like spicy, hot. And pimiento, just pepper. Now, you can also call a hot pepper el ají picante. Ají, I know this term is used in South America. Ají. And that refers to pepper. If you add picante, then you can say, if you want to say spicy, then you can say picante as well. El ají picante, hot pepper. El chile, I know this one is used in Mexico, mostly. And also, I think just in Mexico. Maybe in other, South American country as well. Pimiento, I know this one is used in Spain, if I'm right. This one I'm not 100% sure about pimiento, but I've heard it before. I've heard this term before, and that means pepper. El chile, el pimiento picante, el ají picante. You don't have to say el chile picante because chile refers to hot peppers, okay? If you say el chile morrón, then you refer to bell peppers specifically, and bell peppers are not spicy at all. Okay, so that's interesting. Another interesting vegetable. Oh, by the way, well, you know this specifically if you want to say jalapeno. You know this term. I don't have to tell you this one, but just in case, I'm gonna add it here. El jalapeño, that's just, specifically jalapeños. We're referring to this pepper right here. This one right here. Oops, I'm moving several things. This one right here. Okay, so I'll move this vegetable down here because you can't not see it. This one is a radish. Radish in Spanish is el rábano. El rábano. Accent mark on top of the letter A, el rábano. And this means radish. Easy peasy. Carrot. Carrot is la zanahoria. La zanahoria. Carrot. That's it. Now, let's do this one right here. Cabbage, right? It looks like lettuce, but it's cabbage. Cabbage is... Oh, this one is good because it has two different terms. El repollo. And I know it sounds like you're talking about chicken, but you're not talking about chicken. Pollo means chicken in Spanish. But this vegetable is called el repollo. Also, la col. Okay? So, both are okay. Specifically, I can't tell you where you can use repollo and where you can use col. But if you know both terms and someone doesn't understand what you're saying, la col, what is it? Then you can say el repollo instead. Okay? Or just as another term, maybe the person will, understand that other term. El repollo, la col. Okay? That means cabbage. Now, this one. Las coles de Bruselas. Las coles de Bruselas, it's just a direct translation of the term Brussels sprouts. Well, coles, you're pretty much saying like little cabbage, coles. So it's more like Brussels little cabbages. So yeah, this one I really like. Las coles de Bruselas. That's a good one. I like it. Okay. Okay, yes. Champiñón. Casi pensé que sonaba como campeón. Yeah, it sounds quite similar. Okay, yes. Quiero saber si alguna vez enseñaste. Huh? What? What? What are you talking about? Okay, yes. Now, this one right here. Peas. This one right here. Peas. Peas in Spanish is... Oh, there's 3 different terms for this one. This one is used in Spain. Los guisantes. Los guisantes. Okay? Now we have las arbegas. Las arbejas. And you're just saying peas, plural, okay? Both terms are plural. There's a third term, los chícharos. Las arvejas, I believe it's used in South America. Los chícharos in Mexico. Los guisantes in Spain. Okay? Los guisantes, las arvejas, los chícharos. Okay? So 3 different terms for peas, for green peas. Yeah. Okay, so the next one, guys. The next one is, let's do tomato. Tomato, el tomate. El tomate. I know that you can also say tomate rojo, el tomate rojo, and that you're referring to just, you're saying red tomato, okay? Because there are green tomatoes as well. They're also known as tomatillos, but you can say el tomate verde. El tomate verde, that means green tomato, like tomatillos. You know that vegetable, right? El tomate rojo, red tomato, or just el tomate, okay? I know that there's another term used in Mexico that is el jitomate. And I believe it has an accent mark. El jitomate. And that's another term to refer to red tomatoes, specifically in Mexico. Okay? El jitomate, el tomate rojo, and if you want to refer to tomatillos or green tomatoes, then el tomate verde. Okay? Ooh, my God, so many terms. Just gonna put this one. Well, I guess it's fine over there. Lastly, we have beets or a beet. La remolacha, that's singular. La remolacha, that's a very interesting word. The pronunciation is very, it's not challenging, but it's not easy. La remolacha, okay? La remolacha means one beet. If you want to refer to a bunch of them, then once again, just add an S if it's a feminine noun. If it's a masculine noun, it's a bit different. Sometimes you have to add a vowel. Sometimes you need to just add the letter S. For example, here, rábano is masculine, so you would have to say los rábanos, okay? So that's plural. For example, here, el chile, if you want to make this masculine noun plural, then you have to put los chiles. So you just needed an S and you needed to change el to los. Okay? Las remolachas or la remolacha. I had that. La remolacha. La remolacha means beet, just one beet. And also we have the term el betabel. El betabel. La remolacha or el betabel. Both mean beet, just one beet. So if you want to make this one plural, remember to change el to los if it's a masculine noun. And then this one, because it ended in consonant, you needed to add the letter E and the letter S. Usually you have to do that if you have that kind of situation. Okay. El betabel. Perfect. Oh, plural was los betabeles. Okay. Just so you know the pronunciation. Now, let's just remove all these arrows and let's move on. We have 2 more groups left. The next one is this one right here. Oh man, we have many vegetables there. Now, we have a bunch of leaves, green leaves, and all of them have different names. I hope you can distinguish each of them. This one right here is cilantro. I know that some people confuse cilantro with parsley or coriander with parsley. I know the difference, and the leaf is the difference, the shape. Cilantro has a more round looking leaf. Parsley has a more pointy looking leaf. So yeah, FYI. Okay, cilantro, coriander, sorry. In Spanish, well, you know the term cilantro, el cilantro. So that refers to the bunch, okay? El cilantro. El cilantro means coriander or cilantro. Also, we have el perejil, which is parsley, okay? Parsley, el perejil, el cilantro, coriander, el perejil, parsley. We also have this one in the middle. This one in the middle is kale. Kale in Spanish is la col rizada. So it's like saying curly cabbage for some reason. La col rizada. You can also call this kale, and people will understand because kale is quite common in many countries, and it was borrowed, that word, everywhere pretty much. So in Spanish, you can also call this kale, or if you want the Spanish term, that is la col rizada. La col rizada. The next one, guys. Wow, so many veggies. Arugula. Arugula in Spanish is la rúcula. So it sounds quite similar. La rúcula. La rúcula. That means arugula. Now we have some bean sprouts, I believe, right here. Delicious. Bean sprouts are called los brotes de soya. Some people call soya soy, and also soja. Soja, I believe that's in Spain and Latin America, soya. Okay, los brotes de soya. So this is specifically soybean sprouts, los brotes de soya. We have celery. Celery. Celery is... Oh, by the way, before I forget, bean sprouts also has the term los germinados de soya. Germinados is more like sprouts. Brotes is more like, it's similar, but it's just like how you call to young plants. Brotes, los brotes de soya, los germinados de soya. You can also refer to this as los germinados, only like that. Los germinados. Okay? Now, celery is el apio. El apio. El apio. Okay? So, easy peasy. We have corn. Specifically the young tender corn. That in Spanish is el elote. El elote. Okay? Now we have asparagus. delicious asparagus. This is el espárrago. So that's only one, if you're referring to one. If you want to say a bunch of asparagus, then los espárragos. Okay? So that's how you make this plural. El espárrago, just one asparagus. We have this one here that I always forget its name. Turnip? Yeah, turnip. Turnip in Spanish is el nabo. El nabo. Okay, so that's an easy one. El nabo. And then we have something that looks like cucumbers, but they are actually zucchinis, and different kinds of zucchinis, because there's some that look more, they're more bright looking, bright green looking. Then we have the dark green ones. So zucchinis in Spanish, referring to one only, is, we have different terms. La calabacita. La calabacita. So it's pretty much like saying small pumpkin. Calabaza, remember, that means pumpkin. And if you say la calabacita, that means just small pumpkin. Also, you can call it el calabacín, and also el zapatillo largo. This means long shoe, something like that. And let me tell you that el zapatillo largo, that is used in Argentina only, as far as I know. El zapallito, el zapallito, that's a different pronunciation. My mistake, I'm sorry. El zapallito largo. Zapallito doesn't mean shoe. I don't know what happened there. El zapallito largo means zucchini in Argentina. La calabacita is used in Mexico. El calabacín is used in other Spanish-speaking countries. Okay? La calabacita, el calabacín, el zapallito largo. Okay? Man. I am thirsty. Okay, so that was the third group of vegetables. And let's look at the last group, and that would be it. We learned so many vegetables already. And before we move on, I just want to let you know really quickly that if you like what you see, you know, the images and text, and if you're interested in doing something similar, not only for live streaming, but for different things that you can print out at home, or anything that you need to use, if you need to edit photography or photos or something like that on your computer, you can use Photoshop. I use Photoshop for all of this, and I'm part of the Adobe's affiliate program. And I just want to let you know really quickly that if you're a student, you can get Adobe and save over 60% on Adobe, on the Adobe Creative Cloud. I mean, I have the Adobe Creative Cloud, and it has Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, a bunch of different applications that you can get. And if you're a student, then you can save a bunch of money by getting the Adobe Creative Cloud. Also, if you're not a student, Adobe has also some, some different offers, I believe, or something that you can do. For example, you can download free trials and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. If you're interested, you can click on the link that I have in the video description down below if you want to take a look at what Adobe has. And just check that out, guys. It's amazing. I love Photoshop. I love the Adobe Creative Cloud, and I just wanted to let you know that. Thank you so much for listening to this. Okay, so let's move on. The last set of, or the last group of vegetables is this one. We have, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different things. I know I have some legumes there. They're considered vegetables, believe it or not. They're vegetables. So let's talk about lettuce. Lettuce is another important common vegetable that you can, well, people eat every day. Some people eat every day. And lettuce in Spanish is la lechuga. La lechuga. La lechuga. This means lettuce. Lechuga. There's actually people that, or this term lechuga is a last name. Did you know that? So you can hear something like Pedro Lechuga, Victor Lechuga, and that is a last name, lechuga. It's also a vegetable. So it's quite interesting that it can be a last name as well. La lechuga means lettuce. The next one is Swiss chard. Swiss chard, I believe that's the name of this vegetable, this colorful vegetable right here. And this one, oh my God, what am I doing? This one in Spanish is las acelgas. Las acelgas. Las acelgas, Swiss chard or Swiss charts. I believe you can have that plural. Las acelgas. Okay, let's move on. Artichoke. This one, my friends, is la alcachofa. Oh, I like this term. La alcachofa. Artichoke. Okay, la alcachofa. I like the sound of it. This one is broccoli. Broccoli is very similar, the Spanish and the English term. El brócoli. El brócoli. Broccoli, broccoli. So you only have to pay attention to the pronunciation, the spelling as well. You have an accent mark on top of the letter O, the first O. So just pay attention to that. But this one is a very easy one to remember. Now we have beans. In general, beans, okay? Beans. Beans in Spanish is los frijoles. I know that some people pronounce this differently. Some people can say this as los frijoles. Frijoles, like I believe it can also have an accent mark on top of the letter I. Los frijoles. In South America, I believe they pronounce it like that. Some parts in South America. In Mexico, they're pronounced los frijoles. Frijoles. Okay? Also, we have something. Well, let me just add this, duplicate this. And if you want to say legumes in Spanish, las legumbres. So very similar. Las legumbres, legumes. Los frijoles, beans. Okay? Okay, now we have string beans. String beans. This one right here. This one is los ejotes. That is in Mexico, used in Mexico. Also, las judías verdes in other countries. Okay, Spanish-speaking countries. Las judías verdes. You're just referring to string beans. String beans. Los ejotes, las judías verdes. Both mean the same. We have black beans, lentils, and chickpeas. Black beans, I'm pretty sure you know how to say this because you know how to say beans. And you can see a term here that says los frijoles negros. Los frijoles negros, black beans. Negros is color. Well, you're just making it plural because you're talking about frijoles, plural. Negro means black. So that's why we're saying los frijoles negros, black beans. Okay? We have lentils. Oh, lentils are delicious. I love black beans, chickpeas, lentils. I eat them pretty much every day. So, lentils, las lentejas. Las lentejas. Lentils. So, the English term and the Spanish term is quite similar as well. Las lentejas. Okay, lastly, guys, we have chickpeas, and you know that we have one term left. So that is los garbanzos. Los garbanzos. Los garbanzos. Okay? So that means chickpeas. We learned so many different terms, guys. We learned 40 different vegetables in Spanish. Do you remember all of them? Do you? Do you have any questions about any vegetable? I don't know. I don't know about you, but as I said before, I love vegetables. I eat them every day. I know some people don't like them at all. I've heard some people, when they eat burgers, they remove the lettuce, they remove the tomato and onion and all the vegetables, and I'm like, why? Why? Some people are like that. I'm not like that. I love vegetables, and I eat a lot of them every day. I don't know if you know, but I'm vegan. So I rely on legumes and vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and all of that, and I'm fine. Like I'm really happy. I've been a vegan for almost 16 years, so that's quite some time, and I know about vegetables and fruits and all of that. Believe me. So yeah, do you have any questions, guys? ¿Qué es? El ají picante, muy caliente. Yes, I know. It's very, very hot. Like hot peppers. I eat spicy food as well, of course. I mean, I'm a Mexican, so I love spicy food. I don't want to generalize. But yeah, I love spicy food. I love eating chipotle, jalapenos, any kind of hot peppers. I love. Yeah, so yeah, I can handle spicy. I can handle spicy. I see there's no questions, so thank you so much for watching this live stream. For participating, for just being here. Thank you for your likes. I appreciate them a lot. Remember that we have a Spanish community on Discord. So if you want to join, that's for free, guys. You can do that by clicking on the link that I have in the description, in the video description down below. It says Discord, and you can click on it. Please read the rules before joining the community. And it's free. So if you want to talk with other people in Spanish, in English, if you have any questions about Spanish, you can for sure join that community. I'm part of that community as well. So yeah, just click on the link. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care of yourself. Be careful. Be safe. Be careful with spicy food. You should give it a try for sure. And cuídense. Un placer. Buenas noches. Y nos vemos a la próxima. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Adios.